Okay, guys, we are here with the photography experts, Virtuous Graphics, and we've been waiting. We've been trying to do this for a year, but it has finally come into the world. So this is Anthony. I met him at Global Sources, and he's an awesome guy. So let's have him explain what Virtuous Graphics does and what he thinks about Amazon product photography.
Hey, Brock. Thanks so much for having us on. We're really excited to do this. So my name is Anthony Cofrancesco. I'm the Director of Operations here at Virtuous Graphics. I have a background. I actually used to work at Amazon. I worked there for about a year as an operations manager before I quit my job and moved out to Manila, Philippines full-time to help scale this company, Virtuous Graphics. So a little bit about how Virtuous Graphics started, and probably give some insight into, later we're going to talk about how to pick a photographer or what's important when you're going and creating your images. It makes a little bit more sense. So my business partner, Eric Rodriguez, is a guy who had been selling on Amazon for a long time, and he went out and he needed to go get product images done, for his own products. And so at first he started out just contracting, different freelancers, and having them also create infographics and different things for his listings. And he had a bunch of friends that were sellers on Amazon, and they said, "Hey, your listing looks really good. Can you go and do my images as well?" So he thought, hey, maybe there's something here. And over time, kind of built the company a little bit more over time. So, there's like this big thing that, hey, I could go get someone that could do product photography, or that could do graphic design. There's unlimited number of photographers and designers out there, but there's very few that were well versed in what was actually allowed on Amazon in terms of being POS compliant, but then also creating images that worked well specifically for Amazon. Because if you're a really talented photographer, you might have something that would look very good in a magazine, but that kind of image might be way too overwhelming to look at on a listing or to look at on a mobile phone or something like that. So that's kind of how Virtuous Graphics was born. Since then, when I got to the company about a year ago, we had about 9 employees. Now we've scaled up to about 35 full-time creatives. And yeah, we help with everything from product photography, graphic design, copywriting, and video. So yeah.
Sweet. So they got it all. So how many people have you helped? Do you have any idea?
I think we've had a little over 2,500 customers at this point, unique customers. And that's people that come back and do repeat orders. Sometimes they're just one-time buyers, but yeah, about 2,500.
Okay. That's awesome. So you guys got, the scoop. And that's actually one thing that's really rare. There's very few people that actually specialize in Amazon. I think I found like 2 on the internet, but they don't do they don't offer the full suite like you guys do. And so that was one thing that I found. And then I met you and Eric in person. And I was like, okay, well, this makes sense.
Yeah.
And we did a test project too before we went ahead and interviewed you. And you guys, we purposely were very vague and made it very difficult to deal with us. And you guys did a wonderful job. So
yeah, that's anytime we meet clients in real life, anytime, because create, and what I'm going to talk about too when we talk about picking your photographer and going through this process is this stuff can be really, really difficult. Really, you say what you want, and then creative mind working in a different way, getting the output that you want at the end of the day is hard. And so I think out of all of our customers, probably like 95% are really stoked about what we do, but there's always 5% that for whatever reason, if it's bland instructions, it's tough to get right. So when Brock told us we did a sample assignment, I was like, I'm pretty sure we did good, but there's a chance, especially when people give us a sample assignment to try to make it as difficult as possible, there's a chance we really screwed up. So I'm glad we were able to do okay.
Yeah, no, you guys passed the test. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but we're going to go over how you get a photographer, pitfalls, how to communicate with them, and then get into all the good stuff. So in the next video.